Hello and welcome back to some exciting CUUC action. Division 1, here we have UBC versus U de Montreal Open. Great day for Frisbee. I'm Braden Robinson here with
Carmen Lee Chachanov.
bringing you some great ultimate. Game started. We're tuning in a little late, but hey, better late than never. The score is 1-0 for UBC. We're here on the second point here. I believe U Montreal started on O. UBC has a disc. Big flick huck up line. Players in the area. 35 Eloir says no, no, no. Here we have Neil and Jim as the observers. Eloir brings it in on the sideline. Big huck. It's floating. It's floating. UBC misses it. 24 catches it and throws it for a score. I believe that was La Marche for the point. Number 16.
We also want to begin this live stream by acknowledging that we are on the land that has been inhabited by Indigenous people for thousands of years. We acknowledge that the Canadian University Ultimate Championships are being played on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and Ojibwe Chippewa people. The land that is home to the Métis and most recently the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, who are direct descendants of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also acknowledge that Brampton resides within Treaty 19. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to play on this land.
What a great opportunity to play some Ultimate today. The weather has been all over the place. So have my papers. Some Frisbees. But that's not stopping us from bringing you some action today. 1-1. UDEM on defense, pulling to UBC. Number 1 slaps it down. Looks for a massive flick huck over the defense and over the receiver as well. Wynn just taking that out of bounds and rolls it out of the back. UDEM is bringing it up to the front of the end zone. Looks like UBC is running a 3-person cup. We have 2 number 86s in the cup and 1 number 10. Not sure if the same numbers increases the defensive pressure. Let's find out. UDEM moving up the field. Back to 56. 56 looking for options. Alice Lacombe Bourgeon. I'm sorry if I mispronounce. I'm trying my best. Back to Lacombe. UBC ready for that puck. To Graves, number 10. Looking deep, goes out of bounds early. How early? Lacombe says all the way up there. UDEM back on offense. UBC still in that zone. Swing to the middle. Swing to the far side. Oh, and a unfortunate drop by 26. UBC with another opportunity. Lynn here finds number 1. Number 1 finds number 10, Graves, for the score. Good for UBC to capitalize on that so quickly. What Carmen, what do you think UDEM can do here on defense when UBC just picks it up and looks to move so quick?
You've seen the U of M here putting on some zone defense look, but UBC is doing quite the good job here on offense, taking that apart. Perhaps some person defense would be nice. I think we've seen quite a few strategies thrown by different universities using the wind as the 8th person. But if it's not working, why not try something else here?
And with that, UDEM back on offense. That's a break for UBC.
This is the 3rd game for both teams here. Montreal won their first game against Dalhousie 12-5. UBC lost their first game against Waterloo 10-6.
Wow.
Earlier time slot, scores still need to be entered. So far, we know that at least Montreal has won 1 game and UBC has lost their first.
Well, maybe if the coaches for UBC stopped chasing the disc on the field, maybe they could enter those scores. That would be great. UBC here on defense. Pull lands just about the brick mark. Massey picks up the disc. Finds number 5. Works it up the sideline. Lefty flick huck back to Massey. That's a score for UDEM. Making it look like the wind does not even exist on that point. Just good offensive movement for UDEM on that one. Making it look easy.
You can see Batch on the field here, not letting anyone loose. Gotta put in your scores.
Thank you, Batch.
What are the chances he heard us question the records of the previous games? He's just on it.
Yeah, right now it looks like there's 0-0 for both teams. There's no scores entered. It looks like I don't know. They don't want to keep track of the score, but it's okay.
It's why we have Ben here.
Yes.
Ben here keeping the score there for us too.
Thank you, Ben, for all the work, keeping the scores, handling the cameras and all the technology. Man behind the scenes. UDEM with the pull on defense. Lynn looking to pick up, slaps her down. Jamal launching it deep. 7 catches the deflective pass.
Observer is waiting to see if anybody makes a travel call.
I was waiting as well, and it looks like that's going to be the case.
Funny thing is UBC called it on himself, hey? Great spirit.
Great spirit. Number 7, Craggle, the one to collect that deflective pass.
So 7 caught the frisbee outside of the end zone, took a few steps in, and was inside the end zone. According to ultimate rules, he needs to then walk the disc back to the front of the end zone line, tap the disc, and then proceed to throw the frisbee. So travel has been called by U of M. Just the doorstep here.
Craggle looking for options. Finds Yuchi with the low throw. Yuchi points, directing the offense. Throws back to Craggle, but just out of reach. Lays out for it. UDEM quick to move the disc.
Bit of a 3-3-1 by UBC here.
Lynn denies the pass. Graves, quick score.
Great heads-up play there by the Cup. Active arms, taking away those holes.
Now, we've seen a lot of zone today. What do you think has been successful for the teams that have been running the zone.
I think having the cup move as a unit, making sure that they are an impermeable unit in the cup. You don't want any throws going through there. The mids are kind of positioning in that secondary. They're based off where the cup is formed. So I think that it's always a balance between being big, covering as much space as you can as a cup pressuring the thrower, but at the same time not being so far apart where the gaps are penetrable with those gifted throwers there, right?
Absolutely. And we've seen some teams that the huck and pin turns into a huck and win. So far that we haven't seen that from this game. Both teams have been trying to move the disc up, keep possession. Perhaps as the game gets more time passes, the game plan will change. From UBC coach Ari Tickman, I was speaking to him before the game, and he mentioned that this game is all about trying new things out, seeing what works. So let's see if they adopt their strategy as this game goes on. To Massey in the middle. To Salvez. Back to Salvez. Salvez finds 19. Saint Pierre Naro. Massive layout by 35 Eloire to save possession. Back to Massey in the middle. Oh, but UBC makes a defensive play, and it looks like there's a call on the field.
Looks like foul call has been retracted.
Good use of hand signals there. UBC back on offense. Swing to the middle. Oh, big layout, but the wind just takes it away. Observer notifies us that there's injury call, and before the disc was thrown, the injury call was made.
Looks like there's a calf cramp there. Those are sure painful, but we're glad it's not a head injury. Hydration can be tricky in this weather. It's not very hot at all. 11 degrees with the wind. Feels like single digits for sure. So you're probably not sweating as much as you normally would be in the summer season. Being dehydrated can easily sneak up on you. Important to keep intaking that water and that Gatorade on these play.
Carmen, you have some tips on hydration and nutrition. What do you do for game day?
I like my Gatorade. I like my Gatorade, I like my G0s. Not a lot of sugar in there, but I feel like I can intake food for that versus having too much sugar in my body. Sometimes I'm sick to the stomach, you know?
No, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Cliff Bars.
Sometimes
Salt.
you have to force yourself to eat and drink. You don't want to.
No.
You don't feel like it, but you know you should.
You just have to.
We've heard it before. If you feel hungry, you feel thirsty, your body's really depleted from that nutrition, right?
It's too late at that point.
Yes.
And here we have Eloire pick up the disc. Something's going on. There's a call. There's a violation. The observers are notifying each other of something. Okay.
Pretty tight person defense here in this vertical stack.
You done with the disc, Eloire. Looking for options, looking for reset. Lynn, tight on that reset. Back to Massey. UDEM has no problem losing yards here, keeping the disc alive. Salvez finds Massey. Massey. More like massive layout by Lynn.
One of the number 86s.
Still, we can't determine if the number of the same numbers increase the defensive pressure, but
Seemed to work there.
it seemed to work in that scenario. And Lynn unleashes a flick huck. This wind is just popping everything up. Eloir says, hey, I'll do it right back. Unfortunate drop by 29 in the end zone. UBC, another chance. To Lynn. Lynn, another flick huck. Good defensive pressure by UDEM. Eloir putting pressure on that throw. The UBC player unable to come away with that one. I believe number 11 is Podnar. Eloir with the disc. Finds 5 in the middle. To Massey. Oh, UBC player takes a tumble.
Looks like he rolled his ankle there a little bit.
That's Tong.
Needing some assistance to get up.
It's definitely tough on the body. A lot of games played today on turf too. It's not nice on the body. So again, nutrition, stretching, making sure you're healthy it's super important. Just super unfortunate to see here today. It's cold, so probably more prone to injuries and rolled ankles.
What a coach, taking a piggyback ride to the sideline there.
Disc is back in Massey's hands. Server says coming in on 4. Looks like a person-to-person defense. Massey finds Salvis. Disc sails out of bounds. Lynn to pick up. Not to confuse with the other 86 that came on this point for the injured player. Not afraid to launch it deep, but Eloir is there in the space. UDEM quickly moves it. Massey finds Salvis. Salvis to Eloir in the middle. It's floating. It's floating. 29 comes down with it.
Oof. Great layout bid. Unfortunately dropped the frisbee on the contact there. Oh, big contact on the attempted backhand release there. Shake hands, unintentional.
It's Cohonair on the mark. One of the 86s. Looking for the other 86, Lynn. Lynn back to the 86. Game 86s. Hooks upfield, finds the receiver. Just throws behind. Turnover. UDEM with another opportunity. Eloir picks it up, moves it quickly. Brichette looking for it. Finds a bidding. Cohonair for the point. I believe he came on during that point for the injured player. What an instant impact. Pressure defense, and then the massive layout to secure the point for UDEM.
Very tight game so far. Score is tied 3-3. Both teams displaying strengths in the deep and the short game here, completing both long hucks and undercuts. Let's see if U of M comes down on a zone look again.
On this offensive line for UBC, we have Lynn, 86. The other 86. Don't have his name here. But, oh, no, U. His name is U. Graves. Lynn to Jamal in the middle. Jamal looking deep. Wind just makes it unpredictable. Udem with the disc. Baril picks it up. Quickly moving to the sideline. UBC's also trying a zone here too. Oh! Lynn lays out for that one, but unable to get it. Udem slowly marching it up. Cheeky left hand. Lacombe. Bourge. Moving the disc. Back to Lacombe. Back to Lacombe. Seems like a common theme here. Big rip. Two people in the area. Udem unable to grab it, but it looks like Kragel is going down with an injury. Another rolled ankle, perhaps?
Hard to tell at this point, but
I'll tell you this, my ankles are pretty cold. This wind is not friendly, and the temperature is, it's about 9 degrees right now. So if you're not warm, if you're not stretching and keeping active, the cold will get to you. Here we have Jamal picking up the disc. Observers ensuring. Okay, so no injury call actually. Kragel stays on the field.
I was anticipating him to take a sub off there.
Jamal launches it. Tipped on it. UBC unable to come away with it this time. Udem bring it up to the end zone line. $16 on the sideline. Looks for someone, but nobody was looking for him. Jamal picks up. Udem still in that zone look. Finds Graves. Oh, wow. Absolutely denies the pass. Lamarche. Udem with a short field to work with. What? I don't even know what I just saw. It looks like the player had a great second opportunity, unable to secure the initial pass, but then scores instead?
Looks about right. Perhaps he wanted the assist and the score to himself. He's got to stack up those stats somehow.
It worked out in the end.
Yes.
I'm going to try that in my next league game. See if that works.
Same player who made that incredible layout defense
Wow.
there too. Double happiness.
Double happiness or bookends. I like double happiness better. 'Cause who doesn't want to be happy? Double happy? Udem up 4-3. Here on the D line, we have 77 Massey, 22 Cohoner, Looks like Eloir 35 is coming back on with 21 Baril. Brichette 29. Eloir with the low rip. It leaves the field, but UBC was ready for that. It seems like they've seen that. Lynn to the middle to Jamal. UDEM in that zone look again. Perhaps slightly different. Launches it deep, sliding, unable to secure it. Eloir quick to pick up and move it. Oh, maybe a little too quick. Quickly taps it in. 286. You.
If it's not lit, it's you.
Yeah. My apologies, stream. We got it though. We got it fixed.
Yes. Quick transition there. Reminds you a little bit of Ultimate, hey?
Ultimate. Yeah.
Quick little passes. Pick it up. Dish it in.
You ever played kind of half-court Ultimate before? So there's only one end zone, and it's kind of like basketball, where you have to clear the three-point line, and you can attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played something like that before?
Yeah, is the net like a upside down?
Well, it's still an end zone, but
okay.
you need to clear before you can attack.
I see what you mean.
That seemed like we were just playing right there.
Yes.
Quick move, quick move. Got to get out of the end zone, find the option.
Yes.
Go for a score.
Great practice for changes in grip on the disc. Forehand, backhand, quick pivots.
UBC on defense, we have you, we have Podnar, we have Jamal, we have Craggle, Lynn. UDEM quickly moves it, Eloir in the middle. Eloir, Massey with the disc. Massey finds Eloir. Craggle tight on him. Looks like a person defense.
Yes, with a sideline force here on the far sideline.
Salves to Massey. Massey fakes off the upline cut. Oh, launches it. Podnar in the area. Looks like it was enough pressure for a turnover.
Great layout D there, effort by number 11 on UBC.
Lynn to bring it to the front of the end zone. UDEM in a match defense. Wow. It looked like there was no options, but Podnar was there. Time out call from UBC. As most would say, that's a vet call.
Stall count will be coming in at 3.
And
it's time to thank our sponsors here. I'd like to thank Discraft for supplying us with frisbees. It is the name of the game here. Was launched in 1978. Serving us then and serving us now. Big shout out to VC. They are our apparel sponsor, outfitting Ultimate players since 1998. VC Merch Tent is still open and up for business. Grab their swag here or visit their online store at vcultimate.ca. And of course, thank you for the city hosting us, City of Brampton. Great facility here with a combination of outdoor turf fields and grass fields here.
I have to say it's quite a fantastic facility here in Brampton. This has been the home of quite a few CUUCs and even CUCs. Lots of fields, lots of space. And we are here in the live stream field. Here with UBC and UDEM. Podnar taps it back in. Looks for an option, finds one. Yu raises his arm saying, I'm open. Lynn looks for you. unable to connect. Match defense by UBC. Eldwar picks it up. Oh, flick Huck. Finds Salvas up the line. Big fake. Finds Eldwar in the middle. Inside flick. And that's a point. Eldwar shows his finesse and poise, catching it, scanning the field, and beaming a disc into his receiver's hands for the score. This is an exciting game. Both teams throwing it deep. Big layouts on both sides. What do you think, Carmen, is going to become the deciding factor on who comes on top?
Ooh, it's 5-4 right now. Hard to say. I think we're seeing some sky battles here right now. Both teams seems to be right now, the defenders are in position to cover those. I would say the first team to start connecting on some deep pucks in the end zone might prevail here. But it's a very close match to call right now.
Very close, very exciting game. UDEM with the pull, 21, Barril. This one is floating, and it's out of here. Nice grab by the sideline, though. Lynn to pick up and bring it to the middle. UBC on offense. To Jamal. Finds receiver up the field. Looking for a reset. Lynn is dancing. UBC is unable to come up with that. UDEM is on offense. Opportunity to score, but it looks like there was a call.
Observer signaling for a stall down call there. Should still be U of M possession. Disc is tapped in.
Lacombe to pick up. Looks deep. Unleashes. I believe I heard a pick call, but unfortunately the receiver was unable to come away with it. So the pick, it doesn't matter. It's a turnover. Lynn to pick up. Craggle as reset. Lynn faking, moving the mark. Backhand around. John Namal unable to secure. Oh, unfortunate. The player was there, but the throw sailed a little too far. Once again, Lynn here commanding this offense, picking it up, telling them, hey, let's go. We got this. Around. Seen that one before. Jamal comes up with it this time. Backhand fake. Jamal finds Craggle in the middle. To Graves. Back to Craggle, looking for the backhand around. Back to the middle. UDEM putting on some pressure defense on the mark, and Lynn is unable to secure that. The wind just pops it out of his hands. UDEM on offense. Finds Lamarche. Lamarche to Lacombe. Timeout called. Another vet call. There's some vets on both sides of the team here. Both these teams want to secure the point, and they understand the significance of possession.
Frisbee's 15 yards away from the end zone here. Hopefully a timeout, set up their end zone. I'm sure they've practiced that many times in preparation for this. What do you think they're going to throw on here for offense and defense?
They've been having great success swinging the disc. I would say they're probably going to have an ISO reset. If they can hit it up line, that's the first option. If not, they're looking for a swing to the middle and then probably a break side cut. That's my guess.
That's a very solid guess there. If not, they should probably write that down for their next play, hey?
Yeah. Tune in. I got your plays here. Braden Robinson, the playmaker. Let's see what Coach Malik decides to provide as an option. 21, Baril with the disc to start. Vertical stack on offense. Number 1, Jamal on the mark. Craggle on the ISO. UBC setting up some poaching. Wow! I did not see that one come in, but unfortunately the receiver just unable to hold on to it. UBC with another opportunity. Lynn punts it deep. 21 Baril is there.
A very creative inside-out backhand leading throw there. Receiver probably heard a bunch of footsteps coming in from the back of the stack, helping out there.
Call on the field. Observer stepping in. Not exactly sure what the call is.
There's a pick on the field there.
Can't do that. UBC on match defense. Launches a backhand huck into a group of players. Another huck other way for UBC. UDEM picks up, moves it quickly. The wind picks up as well. It's not stopping UDEM from moving the disc. Lacombe. To Lamache. Oh, incorrect, I'm sorry. Now it's 16 Lamache. With a backhand huck, has 2 receivers in the area. 17 comes down with it. Laurent Courville to secure the point for UDEM.
I believe that was a break, is it, Braden?
Wow.
Score 6-4. I think that's our first 2-point lead of the game here.
Here we go. This is crunch time. As the wind picks up, it's so crucial for each team to score in both directions. I believe there's also a saying, breaks come in 2, especially in this wind when it's so it affects the players so immensely. I need a book of synonyms here. Not sure if it's halftime or is it timeout called.
I think timeout is called by U of M here. We will also take a timeout ourselves, and we will be back when the Frisbee comes in.
And we're back after that timeout. UDEM on defense after that break. I can only assume they're still hungry for more though. UBC not wanting that to happen. The pull zeros the observer, goes through his legs. It's a soccer thing. But this is ultimate. So I don't think the same rules apply.
Nice to broaden our knowledge once in a while, though, Breen, so thank you for that.
Just having fun. 13 Mundo picks up the disc. Oh no! Throws behind his receiver. It looks like there's a little bit of communication, domestic communication. Koho Nair calms down his team. He says, hey, let's slow down, let's slow down. Finds Koho Nair in the end zone. Perhaps it was a good call to slow down, or maybe he just wanted to score himself. Either way, that's another break for UDEM.
Yes, it is. Seems like that's the first time we saw U of M come down with a 4-person zone there. Seemed to cause a bit of confusion. Perhaps UBC was not anticipating that.
Carmen, what can UBC do? They've gotten broken a couple times now, back to back. What can they do to stay in this game?
They have the skill sets and the speed and athleticism competing with them. I think at this point it's just kind of the game is just not as clean as the Montreal team right now. I think on offense, if they can kind of just maybe don't rush so much, I think some of the transition quickness was in their favor in the end zones there. But maybe on transition, when they first get the disc on offense, maybe give them a few looks or not. I think they all have the skills to kind of have the frisbee come off within stall 4 or 5. Doesn't have to be off at stall 1 immediately. So maybe let the offense give them a chance to develop some cuts upfield, see if they can have a cleaner offense, complete more passes versus just a quick huck and pin look there. But what do I know? I'm not the coach here.
Well, let's see what UBC does in this second half. Let's see if they apply a new strategy after this first half and try to figure out a way to get past this UDEM pressure defense. Halftime here, UBC versus UDEM. We're going to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with some more action here in Brampton. CUUC's Div 1. And we're back. More action. UDEM. UBC. UDEM starts on offense. Quickly moving the disc through this zone. Salvis with the disc. To Massey. Massey looking for options. Backhand. UBC player comes out of nowhere looking for the defensive block but unable to get it. UDEM secures it. Brichette with the disc. Back to Massey. The reset. Fakes the around to Eloir. Pick called. Disc goes back to Massey. Round. Inside shot to Salvis. Fakes off the receiver. Scanning, throwing, secured for the score. UBC comes out of UDEM comes out of half firing. No turnovers and just marches up the field for the score. UBC on offense.
Just like that, score is now 8-4. UBC here. Wonder what the coaches are telling them.
What do you think the coaches are telling them?
That's a great question, Braden. I think if I was the coach, I would tell them to expect a zone on this look. U of M did create a very quick turnover in the last attempt. Maybe have one handler back, help the swings. But the deep shots are there.
Yep. I think the wind can definitely be getting to a player as it gets colder, and let's say you go down a couple points, maybe your spirit goes down a little bit. If as these coaches, I think one thing outside of strategic plays is making sure your players are still in it. As there's still time on the clock, there's always opportunity. So let's see if UBC can turn it around here. Salvis launches it. Two players deep, unable to connect with Craggle. They're sticking to their guns. UDEM with an opportunity. Quickly moving it across the field. They do not want it in that corner. Oh, big hand by Craggle to stop the throw. Lynn finds you. Lynn goes up line, not there. Jamal goes up line, not there. Disc in the middle, back to you. Backhand. Oh, so unfortunate. It looks like they had it for a second, but unable to secure it, hold on to it. UDEM with an opportunity. And same offensive look, swing, get it out of that corner right away. Not really trying to force it. They are very content with these small passes, ensuring possession on offense, resetting the stall count, finding those holes. Cohner, big backhand fake. Scuba. On this close sideline. Here it comes, touched by UBC, but Cohner is still able to come up with it. Has one player going deep. Inside flick after a little shimmy. Waves to the crowd. UDEM with another point.
Great display of throwing skills there. That tough inside-out leading forehand with the wind made it look very easy there by 22 on blue.
22 Kohoner, skilled player, has been on several teams. I believe was at World Clubs this summer with Mephisto. Played on Team Canada pro teams. He's been around. Veteran player, captain on this team, making plays like that. You can tell why. And he is having fun out here. UDEM on defense. Trying to keep up this mojo. Keep the flow. And keep scoring on O. Big pull here by Baril. This one's floating. Loses some yards, but it stays in bounds. Here we go, UBC, another opportunity on O. Faking, receiver's off, finds an open one downfield. Launches a flick huck. It looks like to Podnar, but 62 in the area and unfortunately calls an injury. That's Gyar coming off the field. Hope he's doing okay. Able to walk off on his own strength. You like to see that. UDEM with another opportunity. Podnar on the mark. To the far side. To the middle. This is on the sideline. LaMarche with it. Up line. Ooh. Looks like there was a poach. UBC throws deep. Layout. It's caught just outside of the end zone. Knocking on the door. Squeezing it in there. And that's a score for UBC. I can only imagine that is exactly what they want at this point in time. Another point for UDEM might have got them out of this game, but no, they are still in it. They're still fighting. That was Tiet, Victor Tiet with the score.
See UBC sideline here bringing some water for the players who might be doubling up here. UBC senses that it's time to make a little push. If you're fresh and you've been playing well, coach says stay on. We'll see if UBC can come down here with a defensive look and get a turnover.
If any time is the time is now. Blady pull. UDEM quick to stop it. Massey to LOR in the middle. Big backhand fake. Finds open receiver in the middle. Just quickly moving it. Quickly moving it. Tic-tac-toe. Finds LOR with the backhand around. Massey there for the point.
U of M just not having any issues at all working up the field on the match defense there by UBC. Quick give and goes, hard to keep up to.
This is an example of some great offensive movement. Catch it, swing it, swing it. No opportunities upfield. Reset, swing. UDEM is putting on a showcase. Finding deep looks, but not forcing it. The defensive pressure is taunting. But UDEM here looking confident. Let's see if UBC can secure the point here. Familiar faces, Craggle, Lynn, Graves, Jamal on the line for UBC. Montreal with the pull. Lynn in the middle. Vert stack. Looks to be the favorite offensive strategy here for UBC. Lynn catches it, launches it up the line, secured. Inbounds called from the observer. Now looking to force it. Lynn on the sideline. Looking for a reset. Swings quickly. Looking for the around. Looking for the around. There it is. There's a second one. On the doorstep for the end zone. Backhand fake. Jamal with it. With the around for the score. That's Craggle. Kick spikes it. Puts an emphasis on that point. Working it upwind. That was a confident point for UBC. If they can keep it up, who knows what the rest of the game will behold. I can hear from the field. The game's not over. The game's not over. That's so true. So much time left. Let's see what UBC can do here.
Let's see what UBC can come down here to get a defensive stop. U of M seems to be moving the frisbee quite well against their defensive looks here.
UBC's tried a zone. They've trying match. What else can they do here, Carmen?
I don't know. Looks like they're coming down in a bit of a junky zone look here. But the deep game is left open with the U of M receiver right there. Hard. Go ahead.
Damn. Thank you. UDEM making just making it so hard for UBC to cover them. Sending two people deep just flies a little bit over the head of the downfield defender. And there's a receiver there to catch it for the point. This is pool play on day one here. So these teams are not necessarily out of the running to make it to the finals. But certainly the seeding is going to matter for tomorrow's play. Obviously the better you do, the higher seeded you'll be. But that doesn't mean anything in the to see UUC Div 1 championships. Anything can happen. And I still believe anything can happen in this game. But in order for UBC to win, you got to stop UDEM. They are looking so clean, so refined right now. But first, UBC's got to score. Lynn with the disc in the middle. Back to Lynn. Back to Lynn. Back to Lynn. Just being an option here on offense. Inside shot. The defender is there.
There was some good flow there by UBC. They were working up their vertical offense very nicely. They were very effective in swinging the frisbee when the downfield options were not there. Just unlucky with that inside shot being a little bit behind the intended receiver there. Let's see if they can turn here.
UBC putting on the pressure, layouts and close matchups everywhere. Unleashes the backhand. Lynn's there. He's everywhere. Commanding this team. Wow. UDEM just says, I want it back. Number 6 flies to the air, denies the disc. Oh.
Push pass.
Into the wind.
He would probably want that one back. Hey, but you're at 11-6. Can make the game a little bit more exciting this way, right?
Maybe. Said, here, I just laid out, blocked it. Maybe I'll go do it again. Seems like there's an injury call. Lynn with the disc. Looking for a reset. Finds Jamal. Jamal launches it. There's someone in the area. And he secures it. Jamal finds receiver in the end zone. UBC able to punch it in. Now that's step 1. Step 2 is stop UDEM's offense. Step 3 is repeat. So let's see what UBC's defense can do here.
Looked like UBC in the last attempt was trying to throw down some junk look there. However, it was hard to say with a quick bomb that connected with U of M. Maybe the coach is trying to tell them to hustle down to put some pressure on the throwers as they set up some sort of decontainment. Maybe a straight up mark would be nice to take away those deep throws, hey? We'll see what UBC comes down with.
Big pull. Here we go. Salvis to pick up. Fake scooper. Okay, familiar faces here on UDEM's offense. And we see UBC with a 4-person cup trying to cover up all those holes. To Massey. Oh, there it is. A turn. Can
Great
UBC capitalize?
There. Way to jump in and cover that crash quickly.
Launches a flick huck. Oh, but UDEM's there. They're ready.
They were waiting for it.
UM quick to move it. Massey. Back to Massey. Massey says, catch this for the score, please. And Gingras says, sorry if I mispronounced that. Leonard Gingras says, I will catch that for the score.
Good effort on that UBC defender there. It was 3 blue shirts against 1 there. But you can only cover so much. Some UBC athletes coming down, running down a little bit late. U of M had a great choice there, throwing into space. Great execution on that throw there with the wind.
UBC got that turnover.
They got step 1 down.
They got step 1 down. Unfortunately, unable to convert on that opportunity. Time is running out. Down by 5. I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's seeming more and more unlikely. Let's see how UBC reacts. Will they fall and crumble, or will they keep fighting and stay in this game? Have you ever had an opportunity to coach a team?
Yes, I have. I've coached the MoFo Junior program back home in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Also coached University of Manitoba a couple of years. This year, happy that Samantha Burridge has stepped up, alumni from last year, and is coaching U of M girls this year. And yeah,
Nice.
helping out develop the junior programs there.
Love to hear that.
And yourself, Braden?
Yeah, actually, I have the opportunity to coach in Ottawa, Ignite, in this last season. Coached, I guess, whatever you want to call it, in this the CUUC. In 2021, this semi-year of competition, but 2022 I was able to go to CUCs with them and coach. But I wanted to get to the point of, what do you tell your team when you're down by a couple points and there's still time left?
Try to focus at the next point. I think when you think of it's 12-7 with 6 minutes left now, it can be very overwhelming to think of the whole big picture, but you're on right now. Sidelines, try to be active, help out those 7 players and score this point first. It's pool play. I mean, seeding matters, but at the same time, you want to leave the field here feeling like you can execute your game plan and just know that, okay, we're losing right now, but let's work on this thing. And I think it builds confidence, even if you don't win the game, to know that you have the ability to change up the game plan and be able to execute it as a team. So we'll see what UBC does here.
Lynn with the disc. To Craggle to Lynn. To Craggle. To Jamal. UBC is not in a rush here. They understand that moving the disc in small portions will get them down the field. But UDEM was there on that throw. Favier picks up. Quickly swings to the other side. Wow! Pelletier lays out for the score for UDEM. What a quick movement. Turnover on this far sideline, this close sideline. Swing, score on the other sideline. How do you guard that?
It's impossible at this point, it looks like.
It's tough.
U of M's offense just looks so clean, very precise, great execution on throws, and very good timing on the cuts as well. UBC was forcing backhand there, so that would be the open side. But I guess if you just perfectly timed cuts and they're well executed, it's hard to stop. 13-7 here. Let's see if UBC can score a point here.
I think UBC might be missing a couple players, namely Devin Bridgeland Powell, captain of this team. I have not seen him on the field, but he is an electric player, some might say. Maybe that's the big difference, but of course in ultimate, not one person can't do it all. I'm sure you make an impact, but UDEM is looking very, very good at this point. One throw, one score. UDEM Montreal is just ending this game. You say that the dagger, I think that's what it's a basketball term. When, you know, the game is perhaps maybe just in reach, a couple scores away, but UDEM is continuing to just score and score and score. There's no sign of slowing down for this team.
Reminder to viewers, games are to 15, so this could potentially be the last point here. Unless UBC comes with a score.
Yes, I was gonna say that this is not gonna be the last point. I think UBC is going to fight here, especially with the stakes on the line. I don't think they're gonna give up. I think they're going to work hard. And one thing that we've seen constantly is just a little bit of throws are popping up. Maybe forcing it a little too far downfield. I'm gonna say here UBC is going to really take care of the disc and punch it in. Lynn stops it with his body.
Transition to person defense here.
Oh no. Just bounces all over Jamal's hands. This wind is making it terribly tough to catch. Massey launches it deep and calls game.
Great cut from the front of the stack there in the vertical.
Well, I was wrong. I was clearly wrong.
We were all cheering for UBC to have one more score there.
Looks like UBC wasn't quite sure of the score, but it is game now as they line up to shake hands. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm Braden.
And I'm Carmen Lee Chachinov.
This is the CUUC Division I National Championships. We have UBC hailing from the West Coast. We have UDEM Montreal from Quebec. Coast to coast, we have some great action. That's it for us today. Tune in tomorrow for all of the marbles. Quarters, semis, finals, all of it tomorrow here. YouTube Ultimate Canada. 9:55 a.m. I believe. Early in the morning. I'll be here. We'll be here. I hope you will be too. Thank you for tuning in. That's it for today.